Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Punk Rock Review, home of a bunch of opinionated crap you don't care about, also the home of the feedback you provide that we don't care about, keeps us on an even playing field, and we like that. So what do we got in store for you today? Well, that's right, we spoiled it yesterday. Today we're going to be talking about student loans. So, overall, what do we think of you? Well, student loans potentially serve a lot of good. Allowing individuals such as ourselves to go to school, go to college, get that degree, pay for that piece of paper, man, that, says that you're accredited and you've studied and you put in your time and, everything like that, and you're deserved of, the piece of paper, man, that they give you at the end of it all. But, for folks that want to do that and go that route, the student loans is a great way to do that. Now, the negative things about student loans, people are getting duped into the thought that college is a mandatory, college is a must. These are institutions that are designed to make a profit, and whether it's a federal student loan that you get and you're paying back the government that percentage of the interest rate and stuff back, the college is getting theirs and they're making money. That's what they're there for. They're there to make money. And what is the product that they're selling? They're selling the idea that they are going to train you up and get you good for that piece of paper they're going to present you with at the end. That's your end reward for doing the experience. But when it boils down to it, how many folks actually end up working in the fields that, they're paying to study? How many people that majored in art history are art historians out in the world? Man, they're probably managing, retail stores somewhere or another, and kind of appreciating the art that they can do and designing the layout of the folded shirts, into a pyramid that resembles some kind of, Mediterranean Art Deco style or something like that. Do we know this for sure? No, we don't do research. That's your job. We're just here pretty much in this one to complain about student loans. I wish that we would have had a more technical, focused educational route that we could have pursued instead of going to, the loaning institution and signing on for exorbitant amount of money to pay for a piece of paper that, inevitably further down the line, doesn't hold its weight in paper as far as what it's worth for you, and that's not to say that the fields that need individual attention and study, that the student loans are bad for those programs. Fields that you are gonna kind of reap the benefits of, man, your lawyers, your doctors, things where people need to actually focus and be good at their job and stay on point. These people are gonna get the money to pay it back sooner, man. So if you borrow, say, wherever you're at, say you borrow $50,000 and major in art history, what art historian job is going to, kind of pay that off for you soonest, all right, versus a doctor that borrows, $50,000, for whatever reason, obviously they're going to pay a little more than that. What job is a doctor going to get that's going to help them pay off their student loans sooner? You see, it kind of works out for some fields and it doesn't for others, and everyone's duped into thinking, man, that you need that diploma and that, that degree at the end of your, collegiate studies and things like that. So, do we have an overall solution for it? Nah, man, the program serves some good for a lot of folks and, allow people to undertake, studies and their scholastic endeavors and things like that and, really get the benefit out of college. Everyone else is getting duped and, kind of like, oh, what? I need college? Oh, I didn't know that. I work at this auto dealership here. I sell cars. I didn't know that I needed to pay for this amount of money to do this. How many cars do I have to sell in order to pay off my student loans? I still got a ways to go. But that's neither here nor there. So student loans. What do we think of you? Well, yesterday we got the R for kind of reforming the collegiate kind of look and scope of things in education in general. But today, man, we're gonna emphasis the R for, reform your way of thinking, man. If you're at the age where you're about to get a student loan, if you have a passion for motors and you want to do something in automotive type work or whatever, you might be able to go to a technical school, man, or get around maybe apprenticing somewhere, electricians, plumbers. You can apprentice under folks, man, and actually get good at doing the job that you're there to do. Now for people that want to be lawyers and study law and stuff, college is a must. College, education and type experience is mandatory for things like that. You don't want a heart surgeon operating on you that has no experience in their field, okay? So there's got to be a distinction, man, between, that kind of base education needs versus the base education's not needs that can be taught in a different field of study without taking on student loans or paying for a piece of paper that says that, you're worth X amount extra a year, man, over peers that might not have that piece of paper. That's just our kind of take on it. Who are we? No one cares. Have a good one. You probably didn't. Catch you next time. Probably won't.